Hello, can you see the stream? Are we alive? Hello, Cobblestone. Thank you for letting me know. Actually, I need to turn my screen brightness up, but that requires okay, wait. Okay, stream will die, or the video feed will die for a second. Because I gotta turn on my 3DS again to go back to the home menu. Oh, it crashed. Oh my gosh. I love listening to the DLC voices, they're so fun. Hey, Eric Bailey. Hey, Lake's Wild World. Ooh, that's loud. Puyo Puyo Chronicle! Puyo Puyo Chronicle! Let's see if there's anyone online. I wish there was a way to filter the songs that play randomly, like you can in Smash. Cause on here, it keeps... I like all the Puyo 20th music and the anniversary tracks, but like almost none of the Chronicle music. They're boring. Wow, real people! I love looking at the gummy skin. Are they gonna dig out of that? I'm kind of behind. Wait a second, but doesn't that... Well, this is too committal, but I hope it lands somehow. Oh. Oh. Actually, I could have gotten that. I hesitated though. It's also because I have the chain animations on. They kind of block your view a little. Oh. I do like the full body animations when I'm just playing casually, but I don't know. Will this work? Did I have to tell my mother have a happy day? Yeah. Huh? Chronicle rank will never die until the 3DS gets erased from existence. It's a cheap console that everyone has, so... Oh my god! Yeah, for some reason Puyo Puyo Champions doesn't include the garbage rate indicator, which is kind of useful for knowing when margin time will increase, or has increased. I don't know why Sega takes some features out sometimes. Oh, I got them. They can dig that. Okay. Please give me some blues. Or not. Wow. I didn't think that was a huge gamble, but... I don't know if this is confirmation bias, but I do feel like my luck stat is a little bit lower compared to normal people's. Why did they do that? They could have kept going. Did I? Oh. Got it. That was a pretty big disruption though. Please don't fall in column 1. Okay. Oh.
行くぜ。
ほいっと
サンダーストーン。
メテ
スピンシェイド。
オよっほいっとよっ
Not ready for this.
サンダーストーン。
Oh. Or maybe they are.
メテ
行くぜ。サンダーストーン。スピンシェイド。
オよ
Okay.
いててだよ
勝負あったな。
Will I play the Puyo 20th English patch? Maybe with Oz this Wednesday. One day, I hope Puyo Chronicle comes to Switch. Everything should come to Switch. Which instrumental track do I like the best? Let's listen to it for a couple rounds. Why am I on Yotaro's account? The real question is, why was he on my account and why did he rename it? Just kidding. So actually, I have two 3DSs. One's a US 3DS with a good capture card for like nice looking gameplay. And the other one is a Japanese 3DS that can only stream over Wi-Fi. Which is this one. That's his. He bought it while he was when he used to live in Japan. Yotaro did. So then I got Puyo Chronicle for it and downloaded the DLC. You can't get the DLC unless you have a Japanese 3DS. You can't just mod your US 3DS and try to access the eShop. It won't work. Oh, no one's online. That's surprising. Usually there's always just like people. In that case, do y'all want to see the progress on my site? A person!
いざ参ります。やるのか。なんだっけ？あった。溶けた。溶けた。溶けた。ビビってきた。サイン。
Oh.
コサイン。タンジェント。インテグラル。
Wow, this cut so terribly. I should have tried fixing that.
ラピスラズリシラスティ大変だ。 大変だ。完璧です。
Hmm?
なんだっけ？あった。溶けた。ビビってきた。
Oh no! A 4?
なんだ大変。
Maybe I should have been looking out for that. I was just chaining carefree. But you know, once you get one hit on a person, they have to clean it up somehow.
完璧です。
Huh? Did I play before I started my channel? Yeah. I grew up pretty poor, so I couldn't afford to stream Puyo or make Puyo videos until a lot later.
いざ参ります。やるのか？
Oh, Tetris friends. Yeah, end of an era. Makes me really sad. I hope we can get a different Tetris game for browsers soon. I misdropped. I'm sad.
なんだっけ？
Oh, but disconnects. Wow.
溶けた。ビビってきた。なんだっけ？溶けた。ビビってきた。溶けた。ビビってきた。なんだっけ？シアン？セルリアン？
Whoa, wait.
溶けた。
Oh my gosh.
ビビってきた。なんだっけ？シアン？セレスト？溶けた。
Oh, this person's wild. That's like... okay.
溶けた。
Darn it.
なんだっけ？シアン？大変だ。
Block it. Yes! I lived! Oh wait, the reds is the trigger. Just kidding. I thought it was the blues. I'm always reading things wrong, huh?
大変だ。完璧です。
Hmm.
なんだっけ？
Just in time.
なんだっけ？シアン？セルリアン？ラピスラズリ？次は予習してきます。勝ってた？
Uh-oh. Oh no, a rush! Darn it, I need...
完璧です。
Well...
いざ参ります。くく。
Hmm. Is that a 2 chain right there on the right? Whoa, what the heck? That was so much. Can you reach the reds in time? Oh, it's still accessible. I hope my blues don't cut this. Oh gosh. Wait, whoa. Why didn't I get Puyo Chronicle way back when it released? 2016? It's been a long time. The trigger will stay open, but... No! Wait! Whoa! That... Whoa! That was a... That one chain! Hey, Alex.
よろしくお願いします。
I should change the BGM. Oh. I changed on safe. Well, if I had gotten like 2 more pieces. Gosh, maybe I should just trust in this. Oh no, maybe not. They built to absorb harassments.
はいたたた溶けたビビってきた
Oh,
サイとベントおやっとティフォーネトゥオーノアルコバレーナアルコバレーナアルコバレーナはいたたた溶けたビビってきたサインコサインタンジェントインテグラルお返しいたします
come on, stairs type. Let's do this.
ベント裏ダーナティフォーネはいたたた次は予習してきます嬉しいな いざ参ります始めますよ
I'm contemplating whether I want to put the carbuncle mod back in. Hmm.
レントアンダンテあと
Nice. Before they can recover too much.
アンダンテ溶けたあと次は予習してきます楽しかったわ溶けた
Oh. Whoa, I see that.
レントアンダンテクラウスカルティシオンクレランスポコイランスはいたたたはいたたた次は予習してきます楽しかったわ
The problem with the carbuncle mod is I don't think I did miss a chord correctly, so like she lags the game.
いざ参ります
お前が欲しい
Oh, look, and all clear.
溶けた
Oh, they got it too.
ビビってきた
サンダーストームステーション
溶けた
タ
溶けた
タ
Let's do something with the 3-chain, but then focus on chaining up afterwards.
サンダーストーム
Because then you have to use their counter setup.
溶けたビビってきたサインコサイン
Okay, can I at least get a green?
インテグラルパー
Oh
ル
my gosh.
行くぜ
My luck is so bad.
ステーション
Am I really cut out to be a Puyo player?
シャーアレイヤードスペシャルデュナミス
はいたたた次は予習してきます
勝負あったな
溶
行くぜ。サンダーストーム、スティンション、アレイヤード、シャープ、アレイヤードスペシャル、アレイヤードスペシャル、アレイヤードスペシャル、アレイヤードスペシャル、アレイヤードスペシャル、アレイヤードスペシャル。
I think I've told this story a bajillion times already, but when I was a kid, I was at a Chinese restaurant with my family, and we got fortune cookies.
勝負はあったな。
Mine said I would have good luck for the rest of the month. It was 10 p.m. on February 29th. It's you, Yoshi B.
やるぞ。
Somehow I knew from that day on that I was just cursed.
覚悟はよろしくて。
No, I just had to go home and sleep for school tomorrow. I keep forgetting to change the BGM.
な
Oh?
んだっけ。シアン、セルリアン。ほら、こっちよ。ねえ、ジュ、お返しですわ。
Was it a good sleep? I don't remember.
なんだっけ。シアン、大変だ。大変だ。当然の結果ですわ。
Oh, a 4.
シアン、セレスト。何よ。
Oops, that's bad.
なんだっけ。シアン、セルリアン、ラプスラー、シレスティアル、ウラーム、ディシャージ。お返しですわ。大変だ。ほら。ほら、こっちよ。当然の結果ですわ。
Okay, let me change the BGM. How many hear alternate voices for Puyo Puyo Champions 2? That would be a great update.
いざ参ります。待ってないからね。いくよ。溶けた。タイヤーブラビビってきた。溶けた。ビビってきた。いくよ。
Hey, family warrior. I didn't have it. Wow, they chained very efficiently compared to me. I had like a really crappy chain. Counter setup. They're just trying to pressure me into like, well, I mean, they just want to like hit me with a harassment or something since they can't do anything else. As long as I could get a long chain before. Okay, I think I should be alright. When you see your opponent building a counter setup, usually that involves some degree of sacrifice on your maximum chain potential, since it's harder to chain that way. Usually you can expect harassments from them since they don't have anything else to build. But if you pelt them with like small like 1 or 2 chains, just to make it harder for them to tail, you can corner them into making different like certain options. Or make them miscalculate on the counter setup. Like throw off the 5 rows. Let's get those yellows now. Oh, too late. Wait, what? Please don't set off your chain. Oh gosh. Oh no. Blues, come on up. Ah! Not like that. Here we go. Yeah. Is this strong enough? I don't think.
カタクリズムアセンションアセンションアセンションアセンション。それで
ビビってきた。サインコサインタンジェントハイタタタハイタタタ。
There we go.
予習してきます。
私に逆らうからだ。
Oh no. 2794.
やるぞ。
よろしくね。
Let's all think positive as much as you can, alright? Oh. Whoa! They like teleported their pieces!
なんだっけ。
I want to learn that secret skill.
大変だ。
ほら。みんな仲良くね。
なんだっけ。
おっと。
Oh.
なんだっけ。
ほら。おいで。
なんだっけ。
おいで。パルテ。ほら。
Is that how they got up to 2794? Lag powers?
モンテ。
大変だ。
みんな仲良くね。
I wish there was an Ethernet cable for 3DS. That would have made everyone's lives so much less miserable the past 10 years. Oh wait, it's done again.
やるぞ。私は奪う。
Wait, there is? No way. Is there really an Ethernet cable for a 3DS? Uh-oh.
やるな。なんだっけ。シアンセルリアン行くぞ。諦めろバカな。奪えなかったか。勝ってた。なんだっけ。やるな。
I don't know how I feel about these lag
行くぞ。
harassments.
やるな。
What the heck?
行くぞ。なんだっ
Oh
け。
my gosh.
シアン行くぞ。セルリアン諦めろ。ハイドスナッチリベレーションズドミネーションディスオーダーディスオーダーディスオーダー。大変だ大変だ。すべてを取り込む。
Let's all be glad that we have Puyo champions now because you never have to deal with 3DS Wi-Fi shenanigans ever again, probably. Maybe. That looks like...
やるな。
What?
なんだっけ。シアン行くぞバカな。奪え れなかったか。勝ってた。
That was a one chain. It won't let me go past the screen. It's stuck. It's froze. What the heck? Oh my gosh. They were too powerful for me. Oh, how's life, everyone? Well, I don't want to quit the game and then be the one to lose points. So I guess I'm waiting. Now, I think it's time for me to get back to work anyway. I can show you my current progress. So I've got the Chainsim slideshow working correctly. Although I'm not a fan of what I chose to be the left and right arrows. It kind of doesn't stand out. But basically... Also, I need to add in an option that hides one of these. Maybe it's too overwhelming to show you the next 16 pieces. Well... yeah, I guess the stream's over. I'm gonna have to wait a year for me to finally win this match. Still going. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just like turn the game off and see if I lost points. Actually, no, because I have to set up the Wi-Fi stream again. God dang it. I don't want to be the loser! I'm... I don't wanna... Oh?
Sega.
The thing is,
Chronicle.
I think you lose like 30 points for disconnections compared to like me losing like just 10. Was that telling me I lost? Wait, did I gain points? Wait, what was that at before? Oh no, never mind. I was at 2670. Okay, I didn't get the full disconnect punishment. I only lost 12 points. Okay, cool. I don't even know this game. I don't really keep track of the rating like that. I just don't want to get this connection punishment, because then that just makes me feel terrible, like I did something to wrong this world. I wonder, is anyone playing Fever Mode? I remember the days when people would play Skill Battle. That was fun. I think the #1 Skill Battle player is Amamiya. Or not. Oh, there he is, #7. Guess other people grinded harder. I'm number 743 in the world. Not bad. Oh, you guys can't see the bottom screen, but that's what it said. Okay, I guess that's it for today. I'm gonna go get back to work. See you all later. Oh, I hope my stream gets demonetized. Somehow I got a copyright claim for like 39 seconds of silence. That's wild. YouTube is like a hellscape now. Okay, bye bye everyone.